Hello and welcome, students of Europe Hotel School. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I am so pleased to be guiding you on this leg of your online learning journey. Today, we are diving deep into what I think is one of the most exciting parts of our industry, the art of pre-opening hotel marketing. This, right here, is where the magic truly begins before a single door ever opens. So let's jump right in.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to break this down into 5 key parts. First, we'll talk about why this pre-opening phase is so critical. Then, we'll get into the nuts and bolts of building your digital identity and crafting a story people actually care about. From there, we'll figure out how to capture those future guests, and finally, we'll pull it all together for a flawless launch. All right, let's start with the most important rule in the book, the foundational principle of any great hotel launch. Your success is pretty much decided before you even open your doors. I know it sounds a little backward, but believe me, the work you put in during this pre-opening phase is what separates a good launch from a truly legendary one. There's this common myth that the grand opening day is everything, that it's the ultimate make or break moment. But honestly, that's not really how it works. The success of that big day is actually just the grand finale of all the smart, strategic groundwork you've been laying for months or sometimes even years beforehand. So that begs the question, right? If it's not all about that one big launch day, then where does the magic really happen? Where is a hotel's success actually forged? And the answer is right here. It's all in the plan. A meticulously choreographed, perfectly timed pre-opening marketing plan. And listen, we're not just talking about throwing up a few ads and hoping for the best. We are talking about orchestrating a wave of excitement, building a real community of fans before you've even fluffed the first pillow. So, how do we start building that groundswell of excitement? Well, in today's world, it all begins online. Long before you have a physical building for people to see, you have to build a digital one. And let me tell you, this digital identity is, without a doubt, your single most valuable asset during the pre-opening phase. And there are 3 things you absolutely have to do right out of the gate to build this digital foundation. First, get a beautiful Coming Soon website live. Think of it as your digital front door. Second, go out and claim your social media handles on every platform that matters. And third, and this one is so often overlooked, start working on your local SEO immediately. Now you might be asking, local SEO for a hotel that isn't even open yet? How does that work? Well, it's actually pretty simple. It's the whole process of making sure your hotels start showing up on things like Google Maps and in local search results before you open. That way, when people start planning trips to your city, you're already on their radar. So here's your quick checklist. Number 1, get your hotel pinned on Google Maps with a clear opening soon date. Number 2, get listed on all the major travel directories. And 3, start engaging on review platforms. No, you won't have reviews yet, but you can answer questions about the area and just start building that presence. Okay, so once that technical foundation is in place, we get to shift gears to the really fun part, the heart and soul of pre-opening marketing. And that is the art of storytelling. This is how you go from being just another pin on a map to a place people are genuinely excited to visit. Remember, in these early stages, you're not selling rooms. You are selling a dream. You're marketing a future experience. You have to use those stunning architectural renderings, those design mood boards to create a real emotional connection and sell the idea of a stay before anyone can even book a room. And one of the most powerful things you can do, bring people along for the ride. Let them peek behind the construction fence, share the story behind the design, introduce the local artists you're working with, show them the chef tasting new dishes. When you share that journey, you turn people who are just passively watching into your hotel's very first advocates. Now, to make sure all this storytelling is focused and effective, you need a strategy. We call them content pillars. Just think of them as the main themes that define your brand. Every single post, every email, every story you tell should connect back to one of these core pillars. It keeps you consistent. For example, maybe your pillars are your hotel's connection to local food and wine. Or maybe it's all about your stunning, sophisticated architecture. Or perhaps a deep focus on wellness. And of course, that behind-the-scenes journey can be a pillar all on its own. These become the backbone of everything you communicate. Okay, so we're telling great stories, we're building all this amazing buzz, but that buzz has to be turned into something tangible, a real asset for the business. And that brings us to our next critical step, capturing your future guests and building a direct relationship with them from day one. And what's the best tool for the job? A simple, effective email capture strategy. The goal is to build your own private list of people who've literally raised their hands and said, yes, I'm interested in your hotel. This database is an asset that you control, which makes it unbelievably valuable.
And look, the mechanics are super straightforward. Step 1, you use your amazing storytelling to draw people to your Coming Soon website. Step 2, you give them a really good reason to sign up, like an exclusive opening offer or a chance to book first. And step 3, you capture their email on your site. Simple as that.
All right, let's bring it all home. This is where we see the true power of all that early planning. This is the payoff. This is when all that hard work really, really pays off.
Just think about the difference for a second. A traditional launch, it starts from a dead stop on opening day. You're spending a ton of money just to get people to notice you. But with a great pre-opening strategy, you're not starting from zero. You're launching with a pre-built audience of fans who are ready and waiting. You're not fighting for awareness. You are cashing in on anticipation.
And what's the ultimate financial goal of all this? It's a big one. It's to have close to 0% reliance on expensive third-party ads and booking sites during those incredibly important first few months. When you have your own list of guests, you control your own destiny and your revenue.
This is what it looks like when you get it right. By the time those construction fences finally come down and the doors swing open, the market isn't just hearing about you for the first time. No, they're already fans. They're connected to your story, and they are actively waiting to book their stay. But of course, the work doesn't stop there. The doors are open. Those first guests, the ones you've been talking to for months, are finally here. The marketing plan worked beautifully. But now a whole new chapter begins, and it brings with it the most important question of all. What story will they tell? Because that story, that becomes your reputation. These principles are really the blueprint for launching a hotel in the modern age. As you move forward in your incredible careers, just remember this. The real success story is written long before anyone cuts a ribbon. We look forward to supporting you and watching the amazing things you'll accomplish.